Everybody.
Hi, Internet.
No.
Yes. Yes,
Hola.
Internet. We're here.
And Mom. Hi, Mom.
Nice. Finally, it's been a while, but it's now time for session 15. I think we should probably... it's been, 2 weeks since the last time we played?
Yep.
So we'll reiterate the situation, and then if anybody needs to work on beliefs immediately after, we'll take a few minutes to do that. We'll try and make it quick, and then we'll get to play.
Hi.
So
Thank you.
when we last left off in the previous session, Yezi had been kidnapped, wolf-napped, or human-napped, I guess, by a great wolf. Taken out, and when we left her, she was being frog marched up a mountain by a giant slavering wolf. If I remember correctly.
Yep.
Meanwhile, back in the town of Gostvik,
Nothing dangerous was happening.
nothing dangerous was happening at all. Father Colin and first Fiona had gotten everybody to safety.
Yeah, I did. Me.
That's fine. It's not like I'm distracting a pupper for you.
That's right.
I wasn't pointing at you. I was pointing at Matt.
Oh, okay.
Pupper.
It would be easier to see where you were pointing if you had a
No,
video camera.
you saved all the anonymous town folk. I saved Yezi's children.
That's right.
Yeah.
I singed at least one wolf.
You did.
Ooh.
You did.
You gave it such a singeing.
I wrestled with two of them. we were just rubbing on the floor. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Here's my knife.
All dogs are good boys, even if they're giant wolves.
Ah.
So yeah, Fiona had safely gotten everybody behind the gates of the keep, and then Father Colin had successfully managed to buy enough time for Yezi's two children to also be brought inside the gates.
Oppius.
Yes. Yep.
I saved Yezi's kids and Aldwin's favorite subordinate.
That's right. And the important people from the Imperium.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They're less important.
Am I allowed to change a belief based on what happened last session?
Yes, that was
in the middle.
that's actually what I was going to get to right after we kind of set everything else up. Meanwhile, outside the gates, Aldwin was preparing to defend everybody against the onslaught of one wolf who apparently doesn't like him very much. Something murdered his brother or something. And the captain of the Tibesian contingent's guard has taken the opportunity to make sure that what's that saying? I don't have to outrun the monster. I just have to be fast.
I just have to outrun you.
Yeah. Well, he's trying to make sure that he is the faster of the two by tripping his friend.
Friend?
Can you use dick quotes when you say that?
Friend?
I don't think we were ever even dick quote friends.
No, he hates. He legit hates the Imperium.
There was no
Everybody in it.
allusion to friendship there.
Dustin, I got your back. He kills you. Yezi's totally not gonna hit that.
Are you sure, or is it just going to be kind of like you'll hit it, but you'll kind of feel bad about it later?
Just like angrily, just very like.
Dustin, I don't blame her. He's being portrayed by what's his name? Idris Elba or what's his name?
Yeah,
Idris Elba.
No, that's Idris Elba.
Yeah. Idris Elba. Yeah.
Yeah,
As long as you don't make eye contact, I think the guilt isn't there.
Oh, you have pictures up now.
Only for
okay?
them. Yeah, I haven't gone through and added pictures for everybody.
He's a scary looking motherfucker.
So
What's in there?
that's kind of the situation. And I actually have some other stuff written down, but I want to take care of the immediate stuff before. By immediate, I mean that one hanging fight that's been there for like
No,
2
we
sessions.
come back to that later on.
No, this has to get settled, and it has to get settled now.
You know, knock out beliefs first.
Yes, and that's kind of the thing that I want to handle right now. If does anybody besides Dustin still need to work on beliefs?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I have one I need.
All right. So
I changed mine. That's why I wanted to.
let me.
I'm struggling.
I think,
Normally, while I eat these.
I think the Sorting Hat and Oogie Boogie from The Nightmare Before Christmas were played by the same character.
That
mean,
makes sense.
I mean, if you look at like how they're shaped, they got to be the same guy.
Wow.
Nice. Yes. I don't think you're wrong there. Okay, so here's kind of a couple of other things that I haven't been able to get to because there's that one immediate fight that's been hanging over everybody's head. But those of you kind of in the keep, I think will be 100% aware of the fact that, like, while everybody's talking and panicked, the sentiment that the ancestors have abandoned you, especially after, like, the one wolf howled and apparently all the spirits went away.
Oh, good.
Like people are freaking out because the one like constant thing has always been that the ancestor spirits have been there to hear you and protect you, and apparently even they are frightened of these monsters.
Super good.
So yeah. Good things to write beliefs about are, Yezi not being there, but everybody who wants to try and be in control of the region certainly is. What else? Oh, also she's been kidnapped. Also, there's these 2 kids that are, like, with Yezi not there to protect them, are kind of a target.
Well, not all the Imperium are there. Chad and the guy who the ass face and his bodyguard stayed behind. Was it Senia that came with me?
Senia came with you, and Cordia came with you.
Oh, so just Kalis and Chad stayed behind.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Kalis and Chadwick. All right.
Well,
so,
I've got my belief.
So
I will calm the. Oh, go ahead.
Let's kind of make sure that we don't take too much time. So if there's something in particular that
I'm almost done.
okay.
And I will look at scripting for Mazifa.
Can we have someone else do it?
Well, I'm already scripting for the wolf, so
I don't think he'll stay true to the character.
I have
Done.
I have his beliefs written down, so he
You
should.
don't think I could roleplay a guy that wants to see your character die?
Think he's gonna nail it, Dustin.
It's a fair cop.
All right. So let me pop open Fana and Aldwin here. Let's see what Fana's got. Eric and Asta didn't return with Yezi. I need to comfort them and figure out where Yezi went. So yes. Yes. Well, I don't think that they're like figuring out that she's been kidnapped by a wolf isn't going to be something that you'll have to fight for.
Okay.
which is fine. Like, because there's a difference between like discovering what happened and actually going like tracking her down, because nobody knows where she actually went.
How's that look?
You just typed a big middle finger in chat.
That's I
No,
appreciate
but that would have been funny.
Hang on. I have to figure out where you typed it. You typed that in Skype, didn't you?
Me?
Yep.
No, I just updated the belief.
Oh. It just wasn't
Oh,
updating on my screen.
Oh, well. I did. I need to comfort them
There
and
we
figure out how to get Yezi back.
Okay. Yep, that absolutely works. I need to find out why the ancestors left when the wolves howled. You need to summon grandmother. Good.
And that third one, I'm not messing with right now.
Okay. Good deal. All right, Aldwin. Let's see what you've got. You'll defend that one didn't change. The defending the villagers by any means necessary. Mazifa is a coward and a traitor, and I will eliminate him. Pretty straightforward.
Thought so.
And killing or driving off the wolves. Good deal.
Excuse me.
And let's see. Yezi's you did yours last week and nothing changed, yeah?
Yeah, I wrote them after last game.
Cool.
Do you want me to read them?
Yes, please.
Do you want to read them?
No, go ahead.
What's going on? What's with this new thing?
Go,
What's up, son?
Go ahead, please. Please read your
I
notes.
closed everything. I'm trying to find it again.
Why would you close that?
I was looking for something.
You're gonna need it when the wolf has to drag your corpse down the mountain.
Yeah, I'm not dead. We're coming to a truce. I'm gonna make peace with this shit. This is the
You come
closest.
to a truce of someone who's obviously got the upper hand.
It's not
Like
eating
saying-
me.
Someone's
So-
kicking your ass. You're like, no, time out.
I've come to a peaceful truce with the fact that it's not currently eating me. This is the closest we've been to learning how to stop the wolves. I will go learn from whoever is up the mountain and take it back to the village. If
Okay.
the Dominus is around, these wolves probably know. I will get the she-wolf to meet me halfway. I figure out this Bell thing, and she tells me where to find that coward. And I need to get both the Varda and the newcomers on board. I will rouse them to the prospect of a Confederacy-backed freedom and gain their support.
Hotness.
I feel like Mazifa's going to be all about that,
All right. And
especially if he's.
Father Colin, did you already read yours?
No. Okay. I shouldn't put my burdens on Aldwin. I shall confess to him my sins and convince him it was in the best interest of Gosvic. I will calm the town down by convincing them the virtuous divinity is watching over them and lead them in prayer. And then walk the path. Show the people of Gosvic through example and deed what it means to follow the virtuous divinity.
Okay. Sweet. Cool. I think we are good to go. And as like you do every week, we get to start with a fight. Do we?
Well, this one's with a capital F fight!
Capital
Exclamation point.
Capital F fight.
More like a capital F, Aldwin.
Okay, so we'd kind of started it last session. Should we go back and redo like positioning and all that, because it's been 2 weeks and I don't remember exactly how things went down?
Dustin, the wolf had advantage on Dustin, but Dustin had advantage on Mazifa.
That was it. Yes. Well, that makes that easy then, doesn't it? Yeah, so to set the scene up here in the north, the wolf had recovered just enough after getting kind of sideswiped by Aldwin's shield bash as it tried to rush through the line, that it turned its attention to him, and Mazifa was kind of just taking advantage of the fact that Aldwin was a target to sort of exact some revenge. So now the three of you are kind of like circling around, trying to keep position. But the wolf has kind of leapt into the inside of your sword range, like it's staying close to you, Aldwin, while it's hard to stab like this.
Yeah.
As it gets close. But what was it? Mazifa couldn't close in quite to an appropriate range.
I think he was inside Mazifa because Mazifa has a spear.
He had been positioning with his mace.
Oh, he has a mace?
Mm-hmm.
I should look at the combat section. There it is! Ha-ha!
All right. So, let me get my...
Is Mazifa wearing his armor right now? Did he wear it for the feast?
Yes.
Because he was working security for his boss.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
All right, I'm scripted. Probably poorly, but I'm scripted. Kind of scripting how Aldwin would attack.
That is absolutely fine.
Let me look something up real quick, just in case.
So if you have reflexes of 4, can you put the fourth action anywhere?
Yeah, so you have to have one action in each volley before you can put
And
that
then,
extra action in.
but it can go anywhere.
Yes.
Okay. Is Mazifa engaged at all with the wolf?
No, he had engaged with Aldwin.
Can assess give you advantage dice?
Not directly. It depends, like, what you're assessing for. Like, what you're looking for.
I'm mostly. I just got to figure out what I want. If I want to change something, then real quick.
I am scripted.
I am Kristen.
Hello, Kristen.
Okay.
All right.
And I am scripted.
Excellent. All right. So, volley 1.
I just.
What?
Do you get? Can I have the thing to mark?
Oh. Yes. Sorry. Let me put Colin. There we go.
Am I supposed to be seeing a whole bunch of different people with circles and scripts and stuff? I see blue and red marks.
Why do you see my script?
I'm looking away right now because I don't know if I'm supposed to be looking at that or
No,
not.
he was looking at what I had before, but I'm actually doing it offline with a proper sheet
Okay.
because it's a little easier for me.
With a proper sheet. All right.
So let me make sure I'm out of there, so I'm not cheating, even though technically you're on my side. And by the way, there are some like soldiers around. They're like they've come forward to kind of close off the field. But with the 3 of you in melee, like it's hard to get in there in the in the chaos of combat while everybody's kind of running around. So they'll help out kind of as they can, if that makes sense. Like opportunistically. Sort of when it's appropriate. All right. Is everybody ready for volley 1? Awesome. Aldwin, what do you have for your first volley?
I would like to block and strike at Mazifa. If unless I can block the wolf and strike Mazifa. I doubt I can.
Are you using the block and strike action, or like
Yes.
is it one block and then one strike? Okay. So yeah, block kind of it defends against any attack that comes in on that action.
Oh, okay.
So like yes, you can block one person and then strike it at somebody else. What Mazifa? What do you have?
Disarm. He's gonna try to knock Aldwin's sword out of his hand.
Disarm Aldwin. Awesome. So Hisfell the wolf.
I don't actually know what Mazifa's skills are. I'm just because I'll let you do that, but I'm just like looking at.
You should have access to his character sheet.
Do you want me to roll for him too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't make me do all the work.
Okay.
Yep.
You're just not allowed to use your fate to roll for him.
Yeah.
Not my fate. He has 2 fate and 1 persona, so he doesn't have much to spend here.
Yeah. So
I could be like, will to live. Now let Aldwin kill him.
The wolf has a charge and then a strike against Aldwin. Well, technically, both of those are against Aldwin. That's who he's going against. Cool.
Charge tackle.
Well, it's a charge. He's not tackling you. He's just charging you.
I don't see it on the scripting thing.
Well, it's the charge tackle action, but tackling is different. Like it's a special thing.
You can choose if you're charging into him to knock him down, or if you're full on diving to go with him. Like you get advantage if you just throw your whole body and are willing to fall down with him, with your opponent. But it's essentially the same thing, just slightly different ways to do it.
So that takes 3 actions to do.
What? No. You can only you're only allowed to do it in the first action of a volley.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't strike once and then charge. You have to charge at the top.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't put it in your second or third action. Cool. So we just kind of go in a line. You're blocking and striking Mazifa as this thing is like tearing up the turf, like launching itself at you. And as Mazifa is trying to like smash your weapon out of your hand.
Can he choose to block the wolf and strike me?
Yes.
Okay. Or not me, Mazifa.
I block all incoming attacks, he says.
Well, it's a block, so you can only block one attack. But you get to pick which attack you're blocking.
We get to pick after they roll?
You should probably pick beforehand.
Okay.
So block against.
It's kind of hard to disarm. His ob is your weapon skill. So if you want to trust that if you have like a high sword, if you want to trust that will protect you from that to block the wolf.
It's not that high.
If you block his disarm, I think you get a roll plus the skill. Like you really make it hard to disarm you. But then the wolf gets a charge at you.
So here we go.
Yeah, I'm blocking the wolf striking at you.
Block does not test versus charge.
So can he block the strike then?
Yes.
Oh no, because it's okay. Yeah.
Block versus disarm. Yes, you do get to block versus the disarm.
And then I guess I'll have to do that.
But he can't block against the wolf's strike because it's the second action of the volley, and his block is on the first action of the volley.
Right.
Okay.
Wait, he gets 2 actions of volley?
He has a reflexes of 6. You get 1. So what's your character's reflexes?
Not 6.
What's that?
3.
3. So for each point in reflexes, you get you get an action in a volley. Once you get over 3, then you can put that second action in any one.
Gotcha.
Yeah, wolves are fast. He's not necessarily the strongest thing, but he is really, really fast. Cool. So let's handle the. Well, why don't you guys handle the block versus the disarm first? So.
All right. So do I? My ob is. And if he's blocking it, I don't think I can do it, but I sure can try. Disarm versus block is skill versus skill plus his ob equals the skill. So he rolls and then gets automatic successes equal to his exponent in the skill.
Yep. And block and strike, I believe you split your dice pool.
Mm-hmm.
So you get to decide.
So you choose how much you're hitting and then how much you want to add onto your skill to block it.
Yep.
What is my dice pool?
It's your sword because that's the weapon you're striking with, right?
Yes, but I don't get anything for shield.
The shield, you use its dice when you use it to absorb damage. So let me find it. Block.
I think you get a. Oh, go ahead.
Block and strike tests the character's weapon skill. Divide your dice into 2 pools before rolling, 1 for defense, 1 for attack. Add any shield dice to the defense portion,
There you go.
less the versus armor rating of your opponent's weapon.
Mazifa's versus armor rating is. What's your shield? What's your shield's dice, Dustin?
I'm looking it up. 3.
A mace has versus armor of 2, so that takes 2. Though that you get 1 die to the defense side automatically.
Yep.
For your shield.
Even though he's just going for a disarm?
Yes.
Yeah, because that's how. I mean, it's so effective against bashing through, like puncturing a shield or knocking it aside.
Yeah, maces are designed.
You're trying. Okay. Let's say, but you're not going for the shield, you're going for the sword.
No, but you're putting your shield in the way. That's what blocking is.
Yeah. So your pool right now is 1 defense and 0 attack, but your sword is what?
4.
And then, I mean, you could fork like brawling or something in if you're throwing elbows or things like that. And then you make that pool, whatever that is, you split that into attack and defend.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to fork and brawling.
What's that look like?
Well, essentially, the wolf is charging at me.
Right?
I'd like to think that that gut tingle thing allows me to realize that douchebag McNugget face behind me is coming after me. So I'd swing around and pretty much just put my weight behind my shield to attempt to block what I think is an attack. Actually, just is just going for my sword.
Okay, yeah.
So it's less like me blocking in a ready stance or anything like that, and more just me throwing my shield at him.
Nice. Cool.
I mean, not literally throwing it, but throwing my arm.
I was about to say, literally throwing. Oh man, Captain
I
America
am not Captain America.
throwing his shield. Throwing his shield at Heimdall.
I don't think I have anything else I can fork in, really.
All right.
Do you have douchebag wise? You know how to fight douchebags.
I mean, could I fork in soldier wise? Story or lore being that I'm used to fighting in combat with more than one opponent.
I don't think soldier wise. If you had like some kind of group, group fighting.
Yeah. All right, let's go with that. So that's 5 dice. I have 1 defense. How do I split my die pool? Tell you in chat?
you could just
Yeah.
say it out loud.
Yeah. Just say it out loud. It probably won't let you. Like, you can't do it through the character sheet interface. You'll just have to decide what it is and roll d6s, if that makes sense.
All right, I'm gonna do 4 defense, 2 attack.
4 defense, 2 attack. All right. So defense first.
I just do the manual roll thing.
Yep.
Well, it's technically a sword test, isn't it?
Yes, it is a sword test,
Oh.
but you get to log whichever one of these is higher.
Unless you need a lower one to advance.
Right.
Do I roll sword?
Yeah. But he's not using all the dice. That's true.
Yeah. No. Just roll. So it's four defense, right?
Yeah.
So
Let's
yeah.
roll the d6.
Yeah. Just roll 46. All right, so you got one success. So Mazifa,
is seeing the shield come around and is just going to try with one of his giant hands to just slap the shield to the side and then bring the mace to the sword.
okay,
So forking and brawling.
nice.
That's one success that Dustin got. Plus, what's your sword skill?
4.
So I have an ob 5.
Well, that's an ob 5, and he has you at advantage, right?
Yes.
Does he get that to his roll, or is that an ob to my roll?
That's an ob penalty to your roll. So,
Okay.
but there's, let's see, mace to sword, or sword has advantage. Mace is at +1 ob.
So ob 6.
Yep.
Don't go crazy, Matt.
Oh! I didn't. Don't worry.
Nothing.
Damn.
And you said you were aiming that strike at Mazifa too, or?
Absolutely.
And by the way, Mazifa stops and says, "Thank you for the challenging mace test."
That was a challenging mace test. So you get to go
Do I
ahead.
get a test?
Yep. Now you get to roll your sword at ob 1. Your remaining 2 dice for attack.
Do I get more damage for more successes?
Your ad is 2. So if you get, I think you're gonna wind up getting a incidental hit here, because you need to have at least 2 successes in order to bump the damage up from incidental to mark.
Well, I'm saying if I use Arda.
Yeah, the more
Or-
successes you can use to up the damage.
Yes.
I would like to put. I would need 2 successes to up the damage. More than the ob.
Yeah. So you have to meet that ob 1. That's to hit.
Now remember,
More on
even
top
if you do a little bit of damage, it does cause wound penalties.
Yeah, I
So-
know.
Yeah.
Just weighing my options here. I will throw 1 persona at it.
Okay.
There you go. No, there you go. I can't drag it onto the table. Oh, somehow I managed. Mark that I'm using it on sword.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm rolling 3 dice.
Yes.
I can't fork anything into this, right?
No, you've already forked. You can't double fork.
That's what I thought.
Yep.
Because it's technically all one dice pool that you've split for 2 persons.
Yeah. I just wanted to double check. I'm gonna fate that.
Oh, hell
Okay.
yeah. So Dustin or Shaun, while he's doing that, I think it looks like is Mazifa slapped the shield away and went to swing, and kind of whiffed open, and so when the sword comes down, it's going to catch him on his arm.
Okay.
So that just went wide.
Okay. So you got 2 successes. So the 1 will get you an incidental hit. So what's your incidental on your sword?
How many pages? I already had the stat page up. 3, a B3.
So it's a B3 that Mazifa is going to take, and you said Mazifa's
Oh wait, that's bare fist. I'm sorry, it's
Oh.
a B4.
Okay.
Incidental's a B4? Jesus Christ.
It's that sweet power 3 sword. And you said you were taking it on your arm?
Yeah. He could use 1 to move it to the chest if he wants, but his chest armor is thicker.
Yes.
But if I have, any armor piercing on the sword, would it negate that?
It wouldn't negate it. It just makes it harder for armor to resist. Versus armor is effectively an ob penalty.
Adds the ob.
Yeah. For the
I think
armor
I had.
test.
Oh, so that's VA.
Yeah.
I don't have VA on.
Yeah, swords aren't
Uh,
good against armor.
and he manages to take it on the armor.
Bam! Sweet. Now, at the same time, like, as all of that's going on, the wolf comes just fucking lunging forward. To
Oh, I didn't do any damage.
no,
No,
his
the
armor
armor
took it.
Soaks it. That's the nice thing about armor for you, especially when if anything hits, all you need to do is match the ob, and you take no damage.
Yep. But if you roll ones, then your armor starts getting tore up.
I was kind of hoping Mazifa would roll a 1, but
So I have an extra success. There's no way I can move that back to his arm, right?
No.
it's 2 successes to up your damage, unfortunately. Your 1 success could have moved it to his chest. You could move it from an armor leg to a chest, and then from the chest to the head if you have another one. But if you went to his chest, he would have had even more armor to soak it. Like, that's where the thickest armor is.
Yeah.
Had your fate die come up a success, then you could have like upped the damage or moved it to his unprotected face. He doesn't have a helmet on.
All right. So, what's half of your speed, Aldwin?
One and a half.
1.5. So 1.
Because Luke Crane's a jerk and rounds everything down.
Because Luke Crane is a jerk. All right. Wolves are really good at charging. He gets his power plus 3 dice, and his ob is 1. Four successes. So as like the mace whiffs and you crack him, like you feel your sword bite into his armor, and then something heavy and furry just freaking like plows into you. If you if you win the versus test by 1 or meet your obstacle in a standard test, you stagger your opponent. He's at +1 ob to his next test. If you win the versus test by 2 or exceed your obstacle in a standard test, you knock your opponent down. He's off his feet and suffers the appropriate penalties until he rights himself. So yeah, like this. While you're dealing with Mazifa, this wolf just fucking plows into you, and the next thing you know, like you're ass over tit, and like you feel the ground hit you on the side, and then there's snarling jaws over your face. Do you have any actions? Okay, you've only got a 3. Reflexes, right?
Yeah.
Mazifa, do you have a second?
I don't have anything else in volley 1.
Okay. So it's got a strike. While you're on the ground, it just like goes bitey bite.
Bitey bite. Is that really? It's a professional wolf soldier and it calls it a bitey bite.
Bitey bite. That's.
I am doubting the credentials of this wolf. And I would like to speak to its mama wolf about how serious it's taking its job right now, because it's not.
Yeah. Yeah. It has the advantage here. Which means that it is an ob 1 test to strike at you. 3 successes. Oh, and I do have a fate to burn. Is it going to? Yes. Four successes. So it's going to hit you. Where is it hitting you? Like what's open on you, Aldwin?
What do you mean? What's open?
Well,
On the ground.
Yes.
Well, where does you choose where the attack hits you? Arm, leg, chest, or head, and then it has to move from there.
Yeah. Like, do you go for the arm and throw your shield in front of it? Do you?
Oh yeah, I would definitely try to do that.
Okay, so like as it's biting you, like try and get your shield in the way so that it's biting at your shield. Like it's still gonna do some damage, but your armor is going to help you out here. So I've got effectively 3 extra successes.
Oh, you didn't change our fate numbers.
What's that?
For our little tokens? On my sheet I have 16 fate, and in my tokens I had, well, essentially 14 before I spent one. I would have 15. Sorry.
I'm glad you said something because I didn't put last sessions on my sheet. So I'll get on that.
All right. Is it gonna move the attack? No, I don't think it is. So it's going to bump it up from an incidental to a mark, which is a B8. Because wolves are fucking nasty. Is your shield in your left arm?
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your shield dice, however many dice you have in shield. The ob is 2 because this thing has a VA of 1.
Well, I have a question.
Yes.
Does it have to get through my shield and the armor on my arm?
No. You can decide which one you want to use. If
your arm armor is better, yeah.
They're the same. My
Yeah.
question
Okay.
is, if I use my shield to block and he gets through, do I take damage?
Yes,
Yes.
But how does that make sense?
because it's an abstraction.
Okay.
Let me double check.
I don't know about the rest of it. Oh, hang on. It does say for shield, use different colored dice for shield dice so you know if the shield's damaged or not.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that means they can stack.
Yes.
So basically, he'd roll 2 little. So since he can't do that in roll 20, he could roll 2 dice pools,
Yep.
and they're still affected by 1 fate or what have you.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll your whatever you've got in shield first.
So they do stack?
Yes.
Okay.
But only on that one arm.
Yeah, well, no,
Yeah.
it wouldn't make sense to stack on everything. I was just going to say, that kind of makes no sense, because what is the point of blocking with a shield at that point? So I roll the fate to cover the whole thing.
Yeah, the fate would cover both because
Yes.
it's one dice pool technically.
Where
But
does
since
it
you can't-
go?
It doesn't go anywhere.
That's a waste.
Well, if you get
Artha.
if you get 2 successes, then you take no damage. So it's not necessarily a waste of Arda. Armor is hella useful.
But I also
Almost
have six dice, right?
almost overpowered.
What's that?
I also have essentially 6 dice.
Yes.
Yes.
But if you get any ones, it takes a point of damage. The armor goes down by an effectiveness. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
So roll your shield dice first, and then
And I'm not going to spend anything.
okay. So that's 2 successes.
I don't even need to roll for my arm.
Nope. Go ahead, because if you get a 1, then the
It would have taken damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
okay. Yep. So yeah, it like you feel its freaking gigantic jaws like grabbing onto your shield and like your arm as you're trying to get it up in there, but it can't quite get through. Can't quite get through the armor, and your armor holds. Volley 2.
Mazifa is going to try to do what the wolf. He was planning on doing what the wolf did. He's got a push scripted.
Oh, you're gonna try and shove the guy that's on the ground.
I was going to shove him over, but he's already over. So, at very least, it'll give him an awe penalty
Nice.
if I succeed.
What do you have, Aldwin?
I have a strike. I was going to strike at the wolf.
Okay. And the wolf has an avoid. In the first action, and then a strike in the second. So I'll go ahead and roll my avoid. It backs off, and like as you get your shield in its face, it like kind of bounces back to like not so far away that it can't get its jaws in range as it needs to, but back far enough to kind of keep out of your flailing arms. And that tests what speed? Holy crap, I'm rolling good. And I'm sorry. 5 successes.
I feel bad for Dustin. 2 nights in a row, the GMs have been rolling unfortunately well.
I have no control over this. So
He's hacking the game.
why don't you go ahead and test your strike?
My arm is 5.
Your ob is
7.
yeah, because you're on the ground.
But at least you get a challenging sword test, which is hard to do.
I don't need a challenging sword test.
+3
We were-
ob to attacks.
Damn.
Let's see, what is its weapon length?
Probably
Short.
very short.
It's short because it's so big. Yep, no additional penalty for that. But yeah, it's 5, and then being knocked down is plus 3 ob, so it's 8.
I'm gonna fork in brawling. I'm pretty much throwing elbows at it at this point too.
As you're rolling around on the ground, like throwing elbows.
Much else I can do.
Oh, add an advantage die. Like as it kind of backs off of you, since you're on the ground and it's so big. One of your one of the soldiers kind of rushes forward and tries to poke at it with a spear.
Nice.
There you go.
Nice. One success, not enough to get it, and then Mazifa a push against the prone opponent.
It seems awkward.
It is awkward.
Yeah, it's basically shoving his shield to keep him down more, I guess.
Yeah.
You have
Well,
a shield?
he does.
No, he's shoving your shield with his hand, like he's
Oh.
kind of leaning down, his hands on your shield, mace up. There. Except he's Heimdall, so he does it a lot more attractively than that.
Push tests power against half speed.
Okay. The odd is his half speed,
Yep.
so that is
One.
1.
Yep.
And I get another odd penalty for being,
For being at disadvantage.
yeah, his sword's keeping me back.
Yep.
Trying to dance in and out is
So-
costing me more focus.
Yep. So that's plus 1 ob.
It's-
Nothing.
slaps the shield, runs back. It's like just counting Q, just I got you, but I didn't do anything. Okay.
That
Yeah,
as well as Shaun is rolling, I'm glad you're rolling awful.
the like when you duck in, the wolf is going to take his second action of the volley, and it fucking lunges at Mazifa.
We're not engaged.
Oh, that's right. You're not.
Yeah.
You're not engaged. He can't attack you. God damn it. Damn it. I can only bite the guy on the ground. I'm sorry.
Even though we're right next to each other. Yeah.
That's the way the cookie crumbles. Something.
Not so bad. It was.
It's okay. It's not like the wolf's ever going to turn on Mazifa, attempting to attack the guy who killed the wolf's pup, or brother or sister. Fine. The wolf wouldn't have any possession over its kill.
Oh,
Well, I mean, what's
I got 2 successes. Only so 1 to hit, and then maybe I can move it. So where are you getting hit?
Same place. Still got my shield up.
Nice. It like you bring your shield up and it changes direction at the last minute and like tries to get a chunk out of your torso.
so? Go ahead and roll your torso dice.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Nope.
Ooh. Not only does it not that's a B4.
Which is either a light or a
What does
Superficial.
what does a deeds point do?
Deeds point, it
rerolls all failed dice.
Yeah, or
But it's also super rare and important for like if you want to gray shade your stuff later in the campaign.
What skill am
A
I
B4
defending
is-
with here?
it's just your armor.
That would just be your armor. If you spend a deeds point on that, I wouldn't.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd honestly I would take that B4 because that's going to be what, a superficial
Yeah.
on you. Yeah, that's not so bad. I think the rougher part is that your armor gets damaged and drops by 1 die.
Your torso goes down a click, yeah.
And then we're
I'm
Oh,
just
my
seeing, like-
torso is a B4.
okay. Roll 1 more die. I mean, you well, he's got a VA of 1, so you need to get 2 successes in order for it to
There you
not
go.
penetrate. You got 1.
So there you go. You got him.
No.
Oh, no, that was a 5. That wasn't a success. Never mind. I was looking at the total going 5. That's a success.
Oh, yeah. No, if one of those had been a success and then you got the 4, you'd have been good. But he's got a VA of 1. So yeah, like you feel its jaws like crush into, what are you wearing, like mail?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can feel the rings on your mail like separate as its teeth catch you. And it's not a terrible hit. You only take a superficial. But you can feel like as it kind of jerks its head away, like you can see like chunks of metal like gleam in the darkness. As it
Now you can
pulls away.
you can spend a fate point to ignore the superficial ob penalty for
Look at me to fish.
a round.
That is pretty great.
Hooray!
All right, volley 3.
Oh shit! Wazifa does have a shield.
Yeah, he's got like a little target shield. I have an avoid and then a strike.
Mazifa puts both hands on his mace and hauls back and is going to attempt a great strike with both 2 actions for the volley.
Oh God, what do you have, Aldwin?
A push.
Who are you pushing?
Zifa.
Get him down on the ground too, motherfucker.
Nice. Awesome. Let's see. So,
I like to picture that as me trying to take his legs out from underneath him.
yeah, I think that's
Just like kick out at him. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's totally appropriate. Actually, I think you guys should handle that first. I'm not even going to test that avoid because it wouldn't. It doesn't affect anything.
And that happens before the second action of my great strike.
Yep.
So I'm gonna if I go down, I'll have big penalties to my great strike.
Yep.
And I am considered standing and drooling, hesitating right now, defenseless.
Sweet. So, push versus standing and drooling.
Oh, so he's at a disadvantage for his first action?
Because so great strike means that you have to take one action to set up your strike, either to like raise it over your head or like get it in a good aim. And as he does that, that's when you decided to push him.
That would make sense in a fight.
Yep.
See him rear up, I'm going to kick his legs out from underneath him.
Nice. So the base ob is 1.
We're using my strength.
Yep, you're using power.
Oh, good. That's only a
Are you-
B5.
Are you spending a fate to ignore the +1 ob penalty for a superficial wound?
Yes.
Gritting your teeth.
Grit your teeth to ignore it, because you're also at +1 ob because you're on the ground. And that one you can't really get rid of. So it's ob 2. Power versus ob 2.
And you can't fork a...
You can't fork into a stat test.
And his speed is 4, so it's ob 2. Right?
Push versus
it's
stand and
ob
duel
1.
is ob 1.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So he's ob 2 basically for being on the ground if you're going to spend that fate point to
I did.
okay to grit your teeth and ignore that penalty.
I'm gonna spend Persona.
Nice.
Feel like this isn't an important enough maneuver to do so. I'm going to roll dice. My ob?
2. Ignore that. It's you met your obstacle.
Yep, you did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he doesn't go down, but he staggers, right?
So
Plus 1 ob to his next action.
let's see.
Yeah, plus 1 ob to his next test, whatever that may be. So like I almost look at like he kicks him in the knee or something, and he kind of staggers back, goes off balance a little bit.
Nice. So that's that's pretty good when you have him ready to great strike. And then the strike and the great strike come at the same time. Yes.
Ouch. Which do you want to do first? I think Dustin should choose which comes and hits him first.
Yeah. Which one?
I'm good. Good. At this point, I'm just plotting my next character.
But
Hey, if I earn the faith trait, I could faith heal you soon, brother. It's okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay. I'm real sure that's gonna happen soon.
So soon you don't even know, and then I'll totally make the check right off the bat, even though it's a high op. Well, I'll let Mazifa go first then. So he.
I just
Oh,
rolled.
okay.
Go ahead and roll. We'll figure out.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Well, you already rolled, so I'll let you do your thing since the dice are there.
Yeah, I got 4 successes, which means you're looking at a mark hit. Where are you taking that?
Shield arm.
Shield arm? I have 1 to spare. Yeah, it really hates you. It's going to spend that 1 to move to your torso. Because you've it's smart enough to know that it's already damaged your armor. So go ahead and roll your armor dice. Whatever you have remaining for your torso.
Oh, there's a 6.
Oh yeah, if you fate that, then you might avoid all the damage from that.
Come on, Dustin.
I don't have high hopes for any of this.
You got a persona, man. As long as you got your will to live.
This is what happens when you have an instinct like always fight to the death.
I mean, that's true.
I haven't even gotten to the point where that's even entered into the equation.
I mean, it is now.
You're quickly on your way to being dead.
No, you like it. That took all of the. Your armor took the whole blow. You did not take that B8 wound.
God.
Now Mazifa gets to go.
And I get to deal with. Thankfully, Matt.
So Mazifa is to Fork Brawling is going to attempt to like stop his shield arm down and then finish bringing his swing down.
Wait, you don't have 3 arms.
He's going to stop the shield down with his foot.
Oh,
then-
I thought you meant his shield arm.
All right. And you're at what, 3? 1 for disadvantage, 1 for
One for disadvantage, one for getting kicked in the knee.
and then a strike is an ob 1.
Yeah. No 6s. So yeah, it's just
Okay.
going in, and I'm imagining like the body of the wolf is pushing him to the side too, and it's just not working out.
Are you so is your great strike to increase your VA, or
It doesn't matter. I missed.
oh, yes, you did. Okay. That's the end of the exchange. So now we get to do what's called vying for position. This is basically to see if you're staying in the fight, do you try and gain an advantageous position, or do you try and disengage from your attacker? So Aldwin, would you like to vie for position, or do you want to try and disengage?
You get the fuck away.
I would like to vie for position,
Okay.
but I also have, like, do my men not help with anything?
They
I am on the ground. There's plenty of shit for them to hit now.
yes, I know.
Okay. No, I'm not arguing with or being upset about it. I'm just saying, I feel like now is a good time for them to do something.
Sure. Yeah. No, they'll absolutely give you a hand. Like a couple of them.
Please.
Will rush in, try and run interference. What's Mazifa doing? Is he vying for position, or is he going to disengage?
He's gonna try to vie.
Okay. The wolf is also
He
going.
has a belief about seeing Aldwin dead, so he's gonna.
It'd be really nice if the wolf went after Mazifa now. Especially since he attempted to. And then Mazifa's all like, fuck you, we're not engaged.
All right. So
You gotta take me
He's
out for
my
dinner
man
first.
to murder.
vying for position is speed plus advantages from stride, and if you have position.
I don't have position, so I don't get a bonus.
You do not get a bonus.
Base ob 0 though.
The base ob is 0. Oh, Dustin,
What?
you're vying for position. Who are you? Are you vying to engage with the wolf? Or are you vying to engage with Mazifa?
Mazifa.
Nice. So the wolf is engaging you. You're engaging Mazifa. Mazifa, who are you engaging?
Aldwin.
Sweet. So why don't you two?
He's also, but he's not an idiot. He's going to engage the wolf as well, just so he has defense if he has to dodge out of the way of stuff, avoid it. Unless he doesn't have to do that. I don't know. Well, I can
Can
only
you
choose one
engage
person to
more than one
engage.
target?
Hang on. When you engage with your opponent, let's see. I have to check a rule here.
I could just engage with one if it makes it easier for speeding up the stuff.
Speeding up my death. You guys losing windows as well?
What? No?
No, I'm talking to Matt.
Oh.
What's that?
The snow, are you guys losing windows as well?
Are they being covered up by windows?
Yeah.
Or covered up by snow?
Yeah, it's
I don't
covered
know.
up by windows.
I'm downstairs and it does not seem to be.
Yeah, no, so in when there's multiple opponents, then yes, everybody can engage with each other, but you have to figure out like who's got advantage over who.
So
And
the wolf could have struck at
yes.
Matt. God dang it, Matt.
Well, no, he didn't choose to this time, but he can choose to if he wants to now. He could choose to engage.
Yeah.
He could have chose to then, too.
He didn't. No, he didn't choose to engage at the beginning of the volley, so he couldn't attack me that volley or that exchange. Now if he chooses to engage, then he can attack.
No, when you have three people, then you can attack whoever you want
Oh,
at any time.
well, okay then.
That was just
Thanks a lot, Matt.
yeah. It just depends on who's getting advantage here. So everybody tests speed. The wolf has stride advantage on everybody.
Does that still count, or is it just your advantaging position now?
It's advantage. It's the position dice. And
I have an
stride.
ob for being on the ground.
Do you?
I feel like I probably would.
Plus one ob.
It's hard to position when you're on your back.
Yes.
Well, it depends on the position.
No.
All right. So Mazifa got 2 successes.
Well, the wolf has advantage over me.
Wolf has advantage over everybody. And it looks like Mazifa has advantage over
This is the guy that has soldiers rushing in at his disposal now. So
oh
it'll
yes.
be less
Sorry.
easy.
Go ahead and roll 2 additional dice, Dustin. As a couple of dudes come rush in and run interference. So that brings you up to 3 successes?
Can I blow that 6?
Yes.
It comes up to 2 successes, but he can. But if he ties, I think he maintains the advantage, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, you have to win in order to.
So you don't have to blow unless you want to see if you can get better than the wolf too, which would be pretty sweet.
Well, how much would I need to get better than the wolf?
2 more to beat the wolf because you'd have longer weapon.
Let's go for it. I've done it before.
I wonder. Yeah.
I don't mind spending Artha on speed. So, let's blow that 6 up. What I have.
Blowing it up.
My dice roller, there it is. Darn. Success, but not another 6.
Not quite.
You're still
I
kicking
did-
wildly and swinging your shield. So
I have
Mazifa
advantage
still
over
can't get in
Mazifa,
close.
though.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's cursing at you, damn Imperium bastard. Won't let him get in close.
Can't get in close with that sword there. Sweet. All right. Go ahead and script. I'm going to bounce around a little bit before we before we.
Wait, there's other people playing?
Yeah. It turns out that there are.
Can I go ahead and delete these fate? And,
Yes.
it's-
Yeah. Go ahead.
they're starting to crowd up my space. This is volley 2, correct?
This is exchange 2. So yes.
What is his mace's speed? 2.
And scripted.
All right.
Unscripted.
I am also scripted. So hang on to that for just a second. Let's figure out what's going on inside. Should we go inside the keep, or do we want to see what Yezi's up to? Which one do you guys want to do?
I am okay with either. I
I'm not
kind of want
picky.
to see.
I would leave it up to the two involved, I believe.
I'm good with whatever.
Okay, so we're
Decision making.
we're gonna inside the
I'm
keep.
very assertive.
Inside the keep, everybody is like everybody's still panicked because it's been an awful scary time. What with wolves attacking the city and big scary howls. You can hear children crying and adults trying to calm them down. And as they are, Oppius comes carrying like one 6-year-old in either arm, kind of across the courtyard to Fayana. And he just looks like he doesn't know what to do with kids. Number one, and he he comes over and kind of does his best to set them down without them like scraping their skin across his armor and whatnot. And at this point, you realize that in order to sort of collect the children, he had dropped his weapons at some point. Like he's got no sword, no shield. His scabbard's empty, and he kind of puts them down in front of you, and they're like,
He's a good sergeant. I would promote him to captain if I could.
they're
You can. You're the commander.
the two of them
the
are
same position I am. That doesn't make any
No, you're
sense.
commander, not captain. Come on now, you're in charge.
I'll gather up the kids and like that comforting like auntie, like it's okay.
yeah, and they're both like they're crying, and it's that like crying that kids do where they can't get words out because their breath is just hitching, and they're both trying to talk at the same time as each other, and you can't like they can't communicate what's going on
Right.
and at the same time, like they're getting frustrated because they can't, like, because they can't explain what's happening. What are you going to do? Like these two kids are freaking out.
It's that kneel down, like super tight hug until they just stop struggling and just relax a little bit.
Okay.
And then I'll tell the not captain, Oppius.
Yeah, Oppius is like, he's just kind of like shifting his weight from foot to foot, like,
Go get some new weapons and fortify.
yeah, and he kind of he starts to give you a salute and then realizes that you're not like
Anyone.
yeah, he's right away, and then he starts running off, and you can hear him like shouting commands to people. Father Colin, I think Colin would probably I don't know why I'm saying probably. Yeah, you're there. Cordia is right next to you.
Do I see people like freaking out and like panicked word about the ancestors?
Yes, you do.
Not there. Okay. I will find a slightly elevated position so I can stand up above the crowd.
Okay.
And I will say, people, please. And if they're not responding right, I like, Cordia, please help. People, please.
I'm
asking someone who hopefully has conspicuous to help me here because I don't have conspicuous.
She goes, I'm a sorceress, not a party magician.
That's right. Yeah, she she's like, listen, please.
All right.
Yeah, and
I'll just shout then. I'll just say, people, Gosvic.
She'll help you with will, since you're
okay.
Since you're beginners lucking this.
You know what really gets her attention? Fire.
Fire always gets people's attention. What's your intent here? To get people paying attention to you, or
I want to get people to pay attention to me so I can start speechifying.
Yeah, because they're doing a whole lot of ignoring you right now.
Yeah.
Do I see him doing that?
Maybe if he doesn't get drowned out.
Okay.
Are you gonna help me too?
Your hands are kind of full of children right now.
I'm gonna tell you, maybe it's a better time to tend to the wounded.
I'm gonna look at her and say, if these people panic and start stampeding again, there's gonna be a lot more wounded. You got to calm them down first.
It's an ob 4 conspicuous to get
Jesus.
attention in a massive gathered crowd, which this absolutely is.
Okay, I spend a fate point. He kind of grits his teeth and he holds his something wherever he got nicked by the wolf.
Oh, that's right.
And do I get advantage dice for making sure I found like higher ground to be visible to everybody?
Sure, I'll give you an advantage die for that.
No, that's not what I'm looking for.
For your beginner's luck conspicuous test.
Oh, come on. There we go. All right,
Lost even more window.
Oh, that's because you guys live in the land of Great White Nope.
Yeah,
what happens if I fail?
Coming in.
I think if you fail, then like if everybody ignores you, and like I think that oh shit, I think that people go looking toward their spiritual leader, which in this case is the speaker to the ancients.
Well, okay then. I can get an Om8, no problem.
I want you to fill this so bad.
You've got
I'm
Arda.
telling you, fire, man. It works every time.
I'm not gonna
have
set.
Arda.
You light a couple kids on fire, people will pay attention.
Oh, Dustin.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Ignore the 9. I'm gonna fate the 6 just in case.
You never know. I've had it.
I don't think I can get 5 successes, but I can sure try and believe in myself.
You never know until you try, my man.
Never know. But I'm getting a difficult will test.
That's good.
Maybe. What's my math here?
Was Matt wounded?
No, it's routine.
Is it? Oh, because of the modifiers, yeah.
How did Matt get wounded? Or
A kerfuffle with a wolf.
It was
Fucking with wolves.
It was a superficial, right?
Yeah.
That should be gone because that only lasts a scene. Superficials only last a scene.
Well,
oh, good. That drops you back down to Ob8.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope. Yeah. So you're up there, like, what would be appropriate high ground on the keep? Like, you know, there's barrels and stuff that have been, you know, that are you know, just full of supplies that you've kind of stood up on. But like as you're trying to get their attention, like you can hear
They're starting
people,
to demand answers of someone else. Yeah.
yeah, and you see them turning toward the House of Speakers, over where Fayana is, and they're kind of like pushing and grouping that way, and like you can hear the questions flying. Why have the ancestors forsaken us? Why have we been left?
I will follow.
And
Does Cordia just shrug?
no, like Cordia turns to you, Father Colin, and is like, this is why this is why these heathen beliefs need to be stamped out, Father.
And I just glare at her and say, and this is why we all need to pray to the divine right now for, or the virtuous divinity for safety.
Yeah. Meanwhile, like Fayana, as you're trying to calm Eric and Asta, who like they finally caught their breath, but they can't quite like get out what exactly has happened yet. And then you look past them and you can see the crowd, like they're not rushing you like trying to mob you, but they're pressing in to kind of circle the space around the House of the Speakers. And the ones in front, you can hear their questions. Speaker, what happened? How did these beasts frighten away the ancestors? Have we been abandoned? What are you gonna do?
Told you should have lit that kid on fire.
I should have.
That'll just create more problems. I'll stand up and kind of angle myself in front of the kids. Be like, they didn't abandon us. They were forced away by the wolves, which attacked everyone. The living and the ancestors. My pressing concern right now is to find these kids' mother, Yezi, the leader. But I was going to commune with my grandmother who off thing. I'm pretty sure she was a speaker too.
Yes, she was.
Yes. To help guide us. Trying to figure out how I want to phrase
While
this.
she's talking, I'll be moving through the crowd up to her or around it until I'm kind of like next to her as like a unified front and show of support.
Because you failed so poorly, you're like, please let me help you.
But you have to give me time to commune. You can't rush the ancestors. You know how they are. What I want everyone to do is to calm down.
I want everybody to calm thy memory.
Calm yourselves. It's like later in the day, right?
It's nighttime, yeah.
Yeah.
Like 10 or 11 at night.
Yeah. We'll all sleep in the keep tonight. I'll give what I can from my temple. Is Oppius anywhere where I can see him?
No, he's kind of moved on.
Is there a soldier I can boss around?
Sure. Like, well, were there any in there? Not really.
I think it's just obvious.
Yeah.
There was a couple more.
Oh, there were some guards, yeah, walking back. Alduin had sent some to guard the people going back.
I'll look at a soldier and ask him to go gather supplies so people can bed down. And basically, I'm asking for people to be patient so I can go into my hut and talk to some spirits.
Okay.
Oratory.
Yes. Oratory. 3.
How about persuasion?
Persuasion if you were just talking to one person, but you got a crowd here.
What if she talks to one child at a time?
What if I addressed each person individually?
Each person individually, one after. No, that's not appropriate here.
Okay.
If you fail, then they're going to see it as you like trying to dodge giving them answers.
Hi, you gonna help me?
So what if I don't have oratory?
Well, then
What a great time to open one!
yeah, then it's a beginner's luck oratory test.
You're the priest that doesn't normally have to talk to people. You just stay in your little bone house and like talk to the spirits. You're like anti-social. You're like, I don't like real people. I like dead people. And the real people are all up in my business right now and making me unhappy.
Well, usually I don't have to deal with a
I like
crowd.
that
People
call.
come to me like one-on-one.
Yeah.
You see what Santa put in chat, Nicole?
Uh-uh.
Bless you, child. 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 Bless you, child.
I'm just shaking hands, kissing babies.
Shaking babies and kissing hands.
So...
All right. So oratory is based in will. You're gonna want to make sure to in the character sheet to do this under skills being learned.
Okay. Did that.
The ob is the most common will exponent in the crowd. Most people are will 2.
Okay.
And if you just put it in 2 in the ob, it should automatically double it for you.
Am I able to fork in like
You
ancestor-wise?
cannot fork in a beginner's luck test because it's
Okay, that's super good. Super good.
How many dice are you rolling?
I have a will of 5.
that's not bad. It's 5 against an ob. What is effectively an ob 4. You can still spend Arda though.
What's your intent with this, Nicole?
I'm trying to calm the crowd down. And like to keep their trust in me and in the ancestors, like. Don't freak out right now. I gotta go talk to some people.
I'm debating if I want to.
I'm just like some weird stuff's going on tonight. We all have seen that. Just gotta play it cool.
If I help, is my ob the doubled ob or the undoubled ob?
It's the
for
base
counting
ob.
for a test.
It's the base ob. It would count as an ob 2 test. too.
I will step forward and I'll say, please, Gosvik, we are all searching for answers. She needs time to commune with the spirits. They're if they're not immediately here because of the wolves, she has to call them back.
Show it again, Chris. I didn't see it.
Those who, and I'm gonna say, if there are those who wish, you may come with me, and we can seek answers in hope and prayer after this. He's throwing in a little advertising as he gives her an oratory help die.
Are my hands still on fire? Because I'm going to grab them.
You're holding children, Nicole! How could you do that?
She finally took my advice.
They're behind me. I'm just...
Bird
I think that
hugs.
fire doesn't spread.
That's rude.
Yeah, but at least you'll get one extra die for
Always hawking that religion.
unless he's got a 5 oratory.
No, I don't have a 5 anything. I
That
have
goes-
skills, and none of them have barely raised. So
Yeah. Yeah, if you fail, then yeah, they like
They're freaking out.
yeah. Yeah, it's like when it's one of those ugly scenes when a politician refuses to answer a straightforward question in a town hall full of angry people.
just remember, Nicole, I gave you a helping die. I walk the path of virtue, and I help my fellow man women.
Good, you can come help me summon
Man,
some
women?
spirits when we're done.
I can't help with necromancy, but
It's not necromancy, it's spirits. Thank you.
I can't help you sin. I can help you find the path, my child.
That goes in modifiers, right?
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna spend a persona.
6 dice, you got this.
Come on, persona. Persona. Base ob dose, and it'll automatically double.
Yep. You got
I'm
three
gonna
success-
fade that 6. Yep.
Burn it.
Come here, guys. Yeah! Can I keep going?
Yes,
Can I
you
keep
can.
going?
Can.
Fuck.
Aw.
Okay, I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
Hang on,
Open
I'm gonna
for
try
a
something real
train.
I know. Like, people are so calm, they're like falling asleep as I'm talking.
You're right, this was a big day. Let's find a pillow.
I am really tired. You're right.
Giant wolves and our queen's missing, but I really could use sleep. We're not gonna find anybody this tired.
It's yeah, so you like it works. The crowd like they back off with the questions. A few of them like kind of drop to their knees and start praying. you know,
To the ancestors.
to the ancestors.
Yeah, Matt.
Well, I mean,
can
there's
bring out-
there's some there's people from the Imperium there too.
I don't whatever.
Yeah.
Can I bring out some
those
like
people.
relics and be like, let's pray around these things?
Sure.
This is from
Yeah.
so and so.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
I
gave
thought you were
us
going to ask. I thought you were going to go ask about your ancestor. Now you're just leaving that behind. I see how it is.
No, we're gonna go do that next. I figured we could pray with them for a second.
yeah, kind of get everybody into that like group unity through prayer
Yeah.
idea. Sweet.
Yep.
Who are they praying for, though?
Who are they praying for? They
So they're praying. I imagine I bring out some like a couple relics, like maybe like a bone or jewelry of like ancestors past, and be like, "This is from so and so. He was a great warrior with great strength. This is from so and so. They did this."
Okay, yeah. Yeah, and yeah, you can hear people call the names of these ancestors as you bring out kind of relics of their past out. I'm gonna bounce over to Yezi here real quick.
Do
Did
it.
you want to go back to the fight and get me after the next exchange?
Sure, I can do that. Can we take a real quick break?
Yeah.
For just a second,
Yeah,
because
I gotta go.
biology calls.
I gotta go tell my wife that she may have won the religious battle, but the war has yet to be declared.
but the religious war has yet.
As
to...
long as I don't get near you with any candlesticks, I think I'm all right.
Nice. All right, we're gonna take a short break and be back in just a few minutes.